Good morning, guys. My name is Ram. I'm with Texas Parks and Wildlife.
Sir, are you the game warden?
No, we're not the game wardens. We're with the Inland Fisheries Division. We're the ones that manage the lakes around the state of Texas. We also provide healthy fish for y'all to eat. We also bring rainbow trout from our hatcheries and from out of state because they're easier for kids to catch and they're good to eat. Okay, one thing, when you come fishing, you have to be aware of your surrounding areas. You want to make sure that you find an area that you're comfortable with while walking towards the water. Make sure you just walk, don't run. Keep your rod and reels facing up. And make sure you're, especially with this COVID-19, make sure you're keep your distance from other people. And always look back when you're fixing to fish. Okay guys, now we're going to talk about what type of rod to use to fish this fish. But first I'm going to tell you a little something. Since I'm old and I've been around since the dinosaurs have been here. Now talking about the dinosaurs, does anybody know what's the oldest fish that has been around since the dinosaurs?
Alligator gar.
Exactly, alligator gar, and of course some other fish that have been around since the dinosaurs. But just keep that in mind, because I've been around since the dinosaurs. When I was your age, I used to use a cane pole, a hook, and a spark plug for a weight. That's how we used to fish. Now y'all guys are lucky. Y'all get to use what they call a spin cast reel. Very easy to use. First of all, you don't get tangled up unless you cast in the same direction as your brother or sister. But they're very easy to use. This is your typical 202. You got a push button here and just reel it in. That's all it is. Very simple to use. This is my preference. Now you can use any kind of reel that you want, as long as you use the number 4 hook size. As long as you use that, you're okay. Because you got to remember, these rainbow trout, they have a small mouth, so you got to have a small hook. Okay guys, we're going to talk a little bit about baiting and what to use for these rainbow trout. My preference is the whole corn. They're real easy, and if you get hungry, you can eat them too. I like to use marshmallows as well, except when I bring my grandkids. They like to eat them, and then we don't have any bait. But then you got your power bait. And of course, there's, like anything else, there's other baits. I've heard people use cheese balls to catch this rainbow trout. But these are, in my opinion, the best ones to use. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate on how to put your corn on the hook. So I'll just grab my rod here, and remember guys, try to give yourself a little bit of slack so you won't get tangled up. Okay, once you got your slack, then you want to grab the hook from the top part, as you can see. And I like to put 2 or 3 corns on there, because when you're out casting, a lot of times when you cast out there, you tend to lose 1 or 2 corns, and then you're only stuck with 1. So that's the way you do. All you have to do is make sure you hold it from the bottom, make sure you don't get hooked, and you poke it in the middle, and voila, you got yourself some corn. Then the marshmallows are pretty much the same. I like to just use 2 of them, and they usually, the marshmallow, until they get real soggy, and then they'll come off. But very simple as well. And there you go. All right guys, so now I'm going to show y'all how to cast. But first of all, like I said, safety first. So before you cast, you make sure nobody's around you. You got plenty of room so you won't poke anybody's eye. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push the button first of all, and I'm going to come back to about 9 o'clock, right about here, and then I'm going to come to about 2 o'clock, and then I'm going to release it. As I'm coming to 2 o'clock, I'm going to release it right there. And that's how you cast that. Also with the what I'm going to show y'all is how to fish with a bobber and without a bobber. So we're going to do this again. Make sure nobody's around you, behind you, before you start casting. Make sure your rod is not tangled up here, because once you cast it, a lot of times if it's tangled up, you're going to lose your bait. It's going to go out there, believe me. So anyway, here we go. So this is without a bobber, okay? Again, 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And this one here, what you want to do is give it a little bit of slack, let it go down. Use your 2 fingers to hold your line. And what you're going to do, you're going to tighten it up, and then you're going to spin half. Wait a few seconds, and then you spin it again, and then spin it again. This is my preference. This is the way I like to fish, and it's very effective. For those people that don't like to have their rod in their hands, this is the way you probably want to fish. You want to make sure. Oh, before I forget as well, guys, I usually give about 10 to 12 inches from the hook and the weight. And then the bobber, you give yourself a few, maybe 15 inches. Depends on how deep the water's in the pond. So again, you look around, make sure nobody's around you, behind you. You cast. And as you can see, the bobber's there. You might want to tighten up a little bit. And then you can also, if you got your holder, you can just leave it there. These are the ways that I like to fish. Now you can fish any way you want. And if you don't have any bait, but if you got some rooster tails, you can also cast as if you were fishing for bass or any other type of fish. It's rooster tail is like a lure, so you can use that as well. Okay guys, now we're going to talk about how many fish can you keep. Well, you can only keep 5 fish per person per day. But also, if you want to continue to fish, and as long as the fish is still alive and healthy, you can pull out the hook, throw them out, and you can continue to fish. Okay? But just remember, there's only 5 per person per day. Also guys, as you know, with COVID-19, make sure you keep your distance, and if you can't stay far from other people, make sure you wear your mask and stay safe.